Hey everyone, just I wanna analyze the new coin, which is Telcoin. I never try analyze and trade this coin. It's just suggested by one of our followers, and the only things I can see based on the rank is 54, and since 2018 it have been in the market. Okay, first of all, move to. I mean, we start with a weekly chart. The only things we can see since last 3 weeks, we get this kind of very sharp move. Okay, before we start the analysis, I say I never analyze and then I never trade this coin. The only things I can see that since we don't have the history and this is new to the market, then May is not that easy to analyze. Okay, maybe we don't have much information when we do the analysis. Anyway, we want to see how we can look at this in this case. And the only thing is after we get the correction, the price are most at the top, the highest price we get, and the way it's moving is really sharp. Okay, and in this case, we move to lower time frame. We want to see what we have based on lower time frame. If we move to daily chart, the only thing is after the breakout of this correction, every small correction based on lower time frame, we see the next. What we can see when we have this thing, this mean if we get a correction here based on lower time frame, we can look for the next trade. But daily chart doesn't give us more information. Okay. And if I move to forward chart, based on forward chart, the only things I'm looking for, we can see similar to most of the charts. We can expect this one turn to correction. Only way to look at this if we get the running flat. Okay, that means this one still is we can expect the drop some more because if we refer to the indicators, MACD doesn't show me. We can consider as a divergence, but I don't think it's really. I mean, we cannot rely on that. But the another indicator showing me divergence. That's why I think you can expect this one turn to a deeper correction, but the only thing is the way is behaving within this and here. Okay, the only thing is, as I say again, the prices are at the top. This is the highest price is 0.065. Okay, buying at this top is quite not the quite is really risky because we can see since the last 3 weeks all the way is moving. That means maintain the uptrend. Okay, where is the next correction? This is we need to know. Because if we move to, again, we move back to weekly chart, sorry, weekly. This is what we get. We need to be really careful because whenever we get this kind of the move, it followed by the correction for the continuation, similar to what we get here. But we need to be aware that we're going to get the correction when the only things I can get is soon. All right, it have to correct itself. We shouldn't buy at the top unless we get the proper trade setup. Okay, rather than that, we cannot say anything else. The only thing is if we move to forward chart, if we get the correction, if similar to what we get here, any reversal will be more interested. It doesn't mean the price cannot continue, it can continue, but how we can look for trade, we need to get the trade set up. That's why I say if we get the correction, and we can expect to get the correction. All right, in this case we move to 1 hour chart. We want to see how we can look at the 1 hour, no, 1 hour chart. And if we want to trade based on 1 hour chart, now the question is, can we put this one in relative to this? Okay, before that, we talk about the chart. If we put the top in relative to the previous one, we see we have a divergence. Okay, this is the reasons we can expect this one turn to deeper correction. Not we cannot confirm this one can how deep it can be. The reason is because I mentioned deeper correction. Can the thing is, can we put this one in relative to this? Does it mean this is the only correction, internal flat, or this one can turn to a deeper correction similar to what we have here, based on what we discussed based on forward chart. We don't have any other option to look for. Okay, then what I can say is let this one drop. Then from there, if we get the reversal, we will see how we can look for trade, what it can give us, whether we can get a reversal. And if the price reverse from here, the only option is to have entry above this, which I won't suggest at all. The best things for me, if this one turn to a deeper correction, then I get any reversal, at least similar to what we get here. Okay, and the best option is if we get the running flat based on the higher time frame. Even if this one turns to a flat for one move up, I don't think it can go move really high because the next one can move a bit higher, then we can expect to get the correction. All right, this is how we can look at the chart right now. As I mentioned, we don't have much history about that. And my suggestion is if we want to buy at the top, we wait for the correction. We don't jump in, because from my experience since 2017, I think 2017, 2018, at the end of the 2017, we see a lot of the charts similar movement, but at the end they dump. Okay, I don't want to say this one is going to dump or reverse. The only things I can say, we need to be careful. Okay, my information about this coin is really not much, since I never traded, and this is the first time I'm looking at the chart. But the only things I can say that let this one drop some more. We look for the reversal, because the price almost at the top. Now the question again, either we can look at this one as internal correction or this one turn to a deeper correction. But what I can say, even the price continue from here, it have to correct itself with a bigger correction for the next move. Okay, that's why if we move to forward chart, it have to correct itself either from here or higher time frame, or if the price move a bit higher. Okay, anyway, right now we don't have any trade setup to look for buy, even we don't have any trade setup to look for sell. The best thing is we just follow the chart and we see how deep it can go and how behave it. Then if I see any update, any information, I will share. Thanks.